Okay, cool.
Okay, so now we can officially start after a lot of minutes. So hi, I'm Zoe Hinton from Star Wars Geek Girl. She's a podcast about Star Wars, obviously. And then my co-host here is Lizzy.
Hello.
And so obviously, if you haven't seen the new movie, we'll be talking about that. So spoiler alert. And first, I need to say for Star Wars Rebels, the next episode is called A Princess on Lothal. So, I mean, I'm not saying they're implying anything, but they're implying something.
Something. You would be very disappointed if it wasn't Sabine, wouldn't you?
No. No, Leia.
Oh, Leia too.
I would be very disappointed if Leia was not the princess. That would be so sad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Zoe's been when she found out, you were just texting me, "There's a princess on Lothal." I was like, okay, calm down.
Okay, well, maybe the princess is Ezra.
No, I'm just gonna hate you.
Okay, that's. I just needed to say that. Now we'll talk about Force Awakens. So I just got back from seeing it in IMAX and IMAX 3D, and wow,
my dad wants to do that.
It's really cool because when in the Star Destroyer and it feels like there's actual wires hanging around you, and you feel like the Star Destroyer is gonna poke you in the face, and it's really cool. It is really, really cool.
That sounds awesome.
So other stuff with The Force Awakens. How many times have you seen it?
4. Yep.
It's on my 4th time today, so now I'm caught up with you.
But my parents have seen it 5 times. Because once at that world premiere without us, and then the rest were with us. Thank God.
Well, you just gotta show us all up. How dare they? Okay, so I don't know. It's still amazing. Although this time around I did notice that Rey's theme, they play melodies Rey's theme the entire time during the movie, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I had something to say. Oh yeah, okay. My dad showed me a picture of Chewie, and Maz was on his shoulder. I'm like, oh, he's so cute. Look at all them. It was so adorable.
I saw a picture with Chewie, and it was a cartoon, and it was right after major spoiler alert for Force Awakens, but it was right after I don't know, new people are joining, so I'm afraid I'm going to spoil it for somebody. But right after Kylo stabs Han. I'm sorry.
Way to bring up a very painful memory.
I'm sorry. But and it was a picture, and it was Chewie, and he was aiming, and it was his scope on Kylo's face.
Yeah.
And then it changed to images of Chewie playing with Kylo, and just kind of like little baby Ben.
Baby Ben.
And baby Ben. And And then it like Chewie like gets sad and he moves it and shoots him in the side instead. So
Yeah, I saw that. I almost cried again.
I feel like that's almost like what had to have happened because
Chewie's good.
Chewie was totally Uncle Chewbacca. So I think like I don't know. I still think the movie is amazing, and I still cry every single time I see it. So
mentally gives you a hug.
But yeah. I don't know. There's a lot to talk about that movie. I liked everything, but I don't know.
That's what people are saying on the right hand side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh man. All right. So I read Ray's Scavenger Guide or something.
Yeah.
And she's like naming all the people of Nema Outpost. And so if you read the one, I don't know if you remember, but there's this one guy and he has like these big yellow robot arms and he's dragging this like net of stuff.
I think so.
I don't know. But I was reading and apparently he did something. I think he like didn't do enough work or something. And he made Unkar Plutt mad. So he sent people and they chopped his arms off, and that's why he has the yellow robot arms.
Oh. Nice.
So, yeah.
Very nice.
Tell Jesse.
Oh, I have that I have that in my head now, and it's not very pretty.
So, lesson learned: don't mess with Unkar Plutt.
Yeah. And keep your arms really close to you
at all times.
Because I don't know if you noticed, but you're attached to them.
Yeah, just a little attached.
Just a little.
I did notice that in Force Awakens, like everything is like explained. Like Rey talks about the sinking field, so that's how we know about the TIE fighter sinking. And then like Han drops his jacket in the one elevator, and then when they come back, the jacket's still there. I don't know, just little details and continuity and stuff that made me happy.
Oh, you're cold?
Yes, you're cold.
I'm like, you have big, like, you're all furry and so soft.
Yeah, but I bet that fur isn't very insulating. Whatever. Because they're from Kashyyyk. I can't imagine it gets very cold there. So yeah, it's probably not like warm fur. It's just like fur.
Just fur, because why not?
Yes. I thought the movie was, I don't know, I keep saying this, but it's awesome.
Yeah. Because it is.
Yeah, and to Jesse, so I didn't mention this, but thank you for the Force hug.
Ask where they're from. And if they want to call in.
If you wanna, you said you saw the movie, so if you wanna call in and talk about it, feel free to do so. But yeah, Force Awakens. I need more Phasma.
Yes, we do. Like, there's not enough. Like, it's just not.
Yeah, welcome, because this part we won't see on the podcast, so you have to record.
I know.
I'll leave you alone, I'm sorry.
And I don't know, I had something to say. I forget now. But I don't know, maybe I didn't tell you this, but you remember we all know the stormtrooper that shouts traitor, and
yeah, of course, who doesn't?
Well, StarWars.com released an article And that is FN 2199, who was one of Finn's friends in Before the Awakening, which I read. Good book. I'd highly recommend it.
All right, I'll try to read it. I'll try.
But it's FN 2199, and that's who shouts traitor. So yeah.
That's sad.
I know.
Why?
I still want to know who the one that dies in the beginning that wipes his blood on Finn. I want to know because I'm pretty sure there's either Slip or Zeros.
My mom, I was drawing in a restaurant. I was just drawing random stuff, and then she's like, "Oh, Lizzy, I want you to draw Finn, Poe, with Finn's helmet with the bloody handprint on it, and just like write Wilson." I'm like, no, I can't do that. It's terrible.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, Poe was the one that just killed Finn's friend.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah, I don't know.
Life happens.
Life happens. Yeah.
Year.
I do appreciate the way that they wrote Han in this movie. Just kind of, I don't know.
It's the same Han.
It's like the
same Han we knew.
Like, he's definitely aged and matured a little bit, but he's still Han. He's still Han. You know.
And he's learning from experience, you know. Women always find out. Because he knows.
Leia. And then
if they had a daughter, that would be terrible. This is double trouble.
And I did think it was really cool that he was telling Rey and Finn that the Jedi were real in the same room in A New Hope, where he said the Jedi were a bunch of hokey religions, right to Obi-Wan Kenobi's face.
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful.
I saw one where it was that scene, and Han's like, it's true, all of it. And Rey's like, even the time when Greedo shot first? And Han's like, get out.
Get out. 14 parsecs. This is the ship that made the Kessel Run 14 parsecs. 12. How dare you, Rey?
It's insulting.
So usually with Legends, it goes the other way around. Because usually it's like, this is the ship that made the Kessel Run 12 parsecs. Actually, it was 14, but no, it's 14 to 12. It's got... Yeah. People just aren't appreciating Han enough. I do love Chewie, though, when Finn's like, isn't he a war hero? And Chewie's like, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Honestly, it's confusing.
He's like, he did something and there was a war, so I guess. Yeah, I do like I do like how they wrote Chewie this movie, because like in the original trilogy he had character, but it wasn't like as in depth. But in this movie, it's just Chewie was funny. I like Chewie.
If they kill Chewie, I'm gonna die.
If they kill Chewie, I'm just gonna fall. Just on the floor. Just nope.
And I'll pick you up. The floor has caught you. I don't even want to know how if they were going to kill Chewie. I don't even want to know how they would do it, because after how they killed Han, I just can't.
I'm afraid for Leia now. I am absolutely terrified.
For some reason, I have a feeling she's gonna live.
I feel like she's gonna live, and I hope she's gonna live. But I'm afraid that Ben, Kylo, whatever his name is, I'm afraid he's going to get to her.
I feel like he wouldn't kill her, though.
True. He never really
Yeah,
talked
like-
about her. He just talked about Han.
Yeah. Just Han.
Maybe Leia will be who brings him back to the light side.
Hopefully. And I still dislike you for making that pun. I just... No. That was mean. Poey.
I guess Leia really is a solo now.
Stop.
Puns.
You're gonna make me cry.
Again.
No. Why you do this to me? You hurt me.
This is my first time seeing it, and I still cried so hard when R2 wakes up. Oh my goodness.
I jump out of the seat. I don't like.
I jump out of the seat. I jump when I don't know, jump scare, I guess. Every time, whenever Han, becomes a Han kebab, I always, every time I close my eyes and I feel my heart pounding and I know it's gonna happen, maybe it's an alternate ending. Maybe they changed it for IMAX. Maybe it's okay.
No.
It's not. I can assure you it's not.
Oh, poor Poey.
But yeah.
Oh, Ben. I want to kill you, Ben.
I still think
Ben.
I still think Obi-Wan's very mad because they named him after they named Ben after Obi-Wan, and then he goes and gets obsessed with Anakin. But Obi-Wan's like, Anakin, look what you've done. You're messing up the galaxy, and you're still dead. I don't know. I feel like Obi-Wan's Force Ghost is somewhere yelling at Anakin, this is all your fault.
You hurt these children mentally and physically. Why do you do that? That's not nice, Zoe. Puns, you and your puns.
My pun.
Can't get it out of my head.
Well,
Do you have another one?
Yes.
Say it.
Maybe.
Just do it.
All right. I came up with this when you're talking about Chewie dying. So.
No. Okay, I don't want to hear it. Never mind. So don't say it.
They'll make a Wookiee steak, and it will be very chewy. Are you okay?
No. Why? I don't like your puns.
Well, I can also make you cry by telling you about how when R2 was shut down, C-3PO would still talk to him.
Stop. No. Why?
Well, Lizzy, congratulations. You're crying in front of 30 people.
Stop. I can't. Well, you're so mean. No one likes me. No one cares if I cry.
I don't know. I can't think of any puns at the moment.
Good. Okay. I think I'm done. Hopefully. Okay. I'm cool.
I was reading a theory this morning about how Han didn't want, because he knew that if Kylo killed him, then then he would go completely over to the dark side, and Han didn't want to go to the dark side, so it was Han who turned on the lightsaber to protect his son from going over completely to the dark side.
That's... Oh. Ooh.
I read that this morning, and I believed it until I watched the movie today. And because like Han, like Harrison Ford is a good actor, and Han's face when it happened was just like absolute shock and terror.
Well,
so I don't think Han.
Well, maybe like he didn't know it would hurt that bad. Like he thought it would be a quick kill.
I thought it'd make you,
and he was wrong.
I thought I'd make you sad by suggesting Han killed himself.
Well, it would make sense. That's the Han I know, sort of, kind of, sort of. I don't know. Just like,
I don't know.
You're just trying to make me cry,
yes.
Aren't you? You're so mean. Why do you do this? You're evil.
I know.
Darth Zoe.
Darth Zoe.
Swear. Come back to the light.
I was when we were watching it, and I just want like 500 stills of the flags in Maz's castle so I can like identify every one of them. That's what I want. I just want to get it on DVD so I can pause it and examine every single flag. Every single one of them.
That's gonna be tough.
I know.
Like, I don't... I barely know any of them except for, Broken Horn.
Yeah.
Hondo's gang.
It's every time when they get when they destroy her statue, Maz's statue, it makes me sad because that statue is probably expensive and it was a really cool statue, and they just destroyed it. Disrespectful. They should be respecting their elders.
Very, very elders.
I still want to see Maz in Rebels.
What? Like, she's gonna be so tiny and cute.
Not really. She could be the same size. She's old.
No, I know, but like, she's still tiny though. But she's gonna be so kawaii.
Cause
where's my boyfriend?
I like that Loki. Cause there's
I like that Lasat.
Because also, I don't know, because we see like the broken horn flag, so there's a chance that like maybe Ezra will pull another Ezra and go with the broken horn, and he'll go see Maz.
That'd be cool. I hope they see Chewie.
Apparently, I haven't read this, but there's those two guys at Finn when he says he wants to go to the Outer Rim, and he goes to them. And the guy that's wearing the red helmet, and it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Well, apparently there's like a little like short story about him, and it has Kix, I think. I don't know, one of the 501st clones. Like, he was carbon frozen and is canonically alive during the time of The Force Awakens.
Huh.
It was.
That's interesting.
I think it was Kix, but it might have been somebody else. I don't remember.
Kix.
I wish I could remember. But yeah, it's a clone trooper. So that'll be. Maybe we'll see him. Maybe. I'm hoping. I'm gonna look this up now. I need to know. But yeah, I hope we'll see Maz in 8 and 9. If she's not dead. I mean, we don't know. I'm sure she's alive.
Hopefully.
Wish I could find this.
On your data pad.
Yes. Okay, it's not Kix. I don't think.
What is it?
Maybe it's Jessie. It's someone. It's one of them. I know it. If I could just... It's a clone trooper. It's one of them. Which one is it?
Struggles with clone troopers.
There's so many.
Are you okay, Zoe? Are you okay? Oh.
So like a list of clone troopers or something I can find? It's one of them. I thought it was Kix. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Poor Zoe. She's trying so hard right now. And she can't do it. Just think of Poe. He's rooting for you. Do it.
You're just making fun of me.
No. Like, you keep making me cry.
That is true.
In front of people.
31.
So I'll embarrass you in front of people.
I can't.
Poey. I just had to.
Okay.
Because Poey.
I just looked at the chat thing. Thank you, Jessie, again about the deleted scenes that I didn't know about. I don't know. Thank you for clarifying. So she's okay. That's good. That's all I needed to know. How do I use the internet? I don't know.
The struggles with internet, apparently.
Clone troopers and the internet. Okay, that's a very good question. Jessie, again. I am so out of it. I think Rey is. He said, "Who does everyone think Rey is?"
Like the daughter, or like
yeah.
just...
I think she's the daughter of Luke Skywalker.
Except for Jonah. Jonah thinks it's Rey Bridger.
Rey Bridger.
No.
I don't think so.
Can't.
Nope.
No. Shakes head fast. No.
No.
Nope. I mean, it sounds cool, but no. Can't. If it was, I'd freak out and die.
Like a bad freak out?
Maybe both. Good and bad.
I'd be glad for the Rebels tie-in, but at the same time, no.
I think there's too much of a tie-in for it.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because as much as I love Rebels,
you can never have too much.
Most people that are going, to see Force Awakens, aren't watching Rebels, so they will know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm all for Clone Wars and Rebels tying into the Force Awakens, but I think that's too big of a tie-in, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, then it would have to be, like, I don't even know.
I think...
What about Rogue One?
Rogue One. I am very excited, except I'm kind of sad because I'm afraid I'm going to get so invested in the characters, and the movie's going to be going like, yes, I love these people, and then they're just going to die.
Nice, Zoe. You're so nice.
Very optimistic. No, but I feel like they're going to die. I
don't even know.
Like, I'm afraid I'm gonna be like so into Rogue One. Like, yes, I know. I'm gonna, like, you know, I love all these characters, and then they're gonna die, and I'm gonna be sad. I don't know. Yeah, it does make a good story, but I'm trying to not connect these characters too much. So that I'm not as devastated. I don't know. I'm gonna wind up connecting to them either way, but yeah. I'll try.
Okay, I have an idea for a drawing, and Zoe's gonna hate me.
Oh no!
I'm gonna have me, Zoe, and Isaac, and he's just gonna be there, normal, very normal.
Lizzy.
And I'm gonna be freaking out over Oscar Isaac saying, Zoe loves you! He does! Zoe loves you! Poey, please, please. And then Zoe's just gonna be over in the corner, red, completely red, and trying so hard to hide. It would be amazing.
Why?
Because all those times you made me cry.
Leia's a solo. C3PO talk to a shutdown R2.
No. Why? Darth Zoe.
Yes.
No. Why do you do this to me? Poey.
Well.
Why? You just like I don't even know. I can't even think anymore.
Well, whatever you do, don't you dare think about that the one character that we see on the New Republic planets was from deleted scenes, one of Leia's closest friends and allies. Whatever you do, don't even think about that. Okay, I'm gonna keep crying.
Right.
I will need to think of more ways, more forms of torture.
Stop.
Jedi mind torture.
No. You're not a Jedi anymore.
Fine. Sith mind torture.
Evil. Because no one else thinks Zoe's evil right now. Probably not. But that's nah.
Nah.
I can't even right now.
31 people. 31.
31. Hey. Out of all 31 people, no one else thinks Zoe is Darth Zoe. Is it just me?
Okay.
Am I alone?
Let's talk about something that makes you happy. Like Snoke is Jar Jar.
Okay. Snoke is Jar Jar. Everyone's gonna hate me. Snoke is Jar Jar. It's canon. Snoke is Jar Jar.
Snoke is Jar Jar.
Yeah.
That's
Done.
what he has, that one scar on his head that's from surgery that removes his whatever they are.
His eyes and puts them into
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe that's what happens to really, really old Gungans. Because why not?
Yeah, their ears fall off and their eyes sink into their head. And their face becomes human-like.
Yes.
Or, maybe they'll hit us with something that nobody saw coming. Maybe Jar Jar
is Chopper. No.
Chopper is Jar Jar?
No.
Snoke is Chopper.
Snoke is Chopper.
Or maybe Jar Jar is... I don't know. Trying to think.
I don't know.
Han Snoko.
No! No! I can't even physics. Leia's a solo. We don't even know if she got married.
True. My personal theory is, okay, so you know how when Rey is like, "You're Han Solo," and he's like, "I was." Well, maybe because he's Han Organa.
Han that's cool.
And maybe Ben is Ben Organa, because everybody's assuming it's Ben Solo. But what if it's Ben Organa? Let's go put that out
Ben
there.
Organa.
Well, I'm trying to think.
I can't. Ben Solo. Ben Organa. Ben Skywalker. But then Ben Skywalker would sound like the Legends, and it would just make me cry because Ben.
Because Ben.
Because Ben. Ben. Ben, Chewie, Solo, Organa, Skywalker.
What if his middle name is Bale? Mm-hmm.
Bale. Okay. Then let's do Ben
Bale,
Organa, Solo,
Ben Bale.
Skywalker.
Ben Bale. He's been all over the...
There. Ben, Bale, Chewie, Solo, Organa, Skywalker.
I think Bale is spelled...
It's
Bale is spelled B-A-I-L.
Like, yeah. Whoops. Oopsies. B-A-I-L. I have my data pad right now. I'm going to search it really fast. Really fast. Ah.
Ben, Bale, Chewbacca, Solo, Organa, Skywalker.
Yeah. B-A-I. Oops.
Well.
Junior. Oh, God.
Well.
Okay. Ben, Bale, Chewie, Solo, Organa, Skywalker, Jr. That's like a mouthful.
No, what if
I can't even.
What if Leia calls him on a thing and she's like, Ben, Bail, Chewbacca, Solo, Organa, Skywalker, you better get back here right now.
Yeah. That'd be amazing.
I have a theory on why he decided to go to the dark side. And I think it's because Luke didn't really know how to train him, so he trained him how Yoda trained. Luke trained Ben how Yoda trained Luke. And I bet he was so sick of just giving Luke piggyback rides all the time. He just was like, you know what? I'm becoming a Sith Lord. I'm done.
I'm done. I don't have
I'm
to
outta
carry
here.
old people.
Yep.
Amazing theory, bro.
That's what happened. So only theory I'll accept.
Like Snoke's Jar Jar.
Yep. So, why don't we talk about, I don't know. I was playing Disney Infinity. Snoke's Jar Jar. And,
Sorry.
it made me lose my train of thought. Oh, okay. So, it's in the Force Awakens toy box, and Han and Finn and Chewie and Rey are all in the Millennium Falcon, and Rey is like saying stuff, and Han to Chewie is like, "Who does this one remind you of?" Like, it reminds me of Leia. Just made me happy.
Yeah. What was I doing? When you salvage things in Disney Infinity, at first I saw it and I was like, savage? What? And then my dad's like, no, honey, it's salvage. I'm like, oh, oopsies. That mistakes were made from salvage. I can't even.
Whenever I'm doing that, all I can think of is how on the Resistance base, Rey would like probably see like a pile of scrap and just kind of go into scavenger mode and start like searching through it, and then she'd bring it to Leia and be like, "Here you go. How many portions do I get?" And she'd be like, "How many? What? Like what?"
She's like, you get,
I bet Rey would be so confused on the Resistance base, like I can actually eat like what I want and I don't have to give you anything? Really?
Oh, I'm so sad.
But you know what I really want to see? I want to see Rey's reaction to Rain. Rain.
No.
That would be adorable. I feel like she'd just like try to catch the
She'd just freak out.
Try to catch the drops and stuff.
In my head, she'd freak out and just like take cover.
What is this? What is falling from the sky?
Yeah, that would be interesting. And then what, like, Snow? I wanted to see her reaction to Snow. But no, we didn't really get it. And then
I think she was a little preoccupied to worry about the snow. Just a little preoccupied. Just a little.
I loved when how Finn gives her the jacket, his jacket, to keep her warm, and he's freezing. And I'm like, oh, so cute. I ship it. It's Faye, F-E-Y, Faye. Because Faye, I mean Finn and Rey.
I think we got it.
It's canon. No, I got so excited because all my friends at school, okay, not all of them, a few of my friends at school have started watching the Star Wars Force Awakens, and I was just like, oh, so you know about Rey, and you know, and they're like, yeah, it was cool. I'm like, so, and I started freaking out, and they're like, Lizzy, calm down. I'm like, no, you saw it. You're my true friends now. In science class, we're doing a whole science thing about Star Wars. And it's really cool because
It sounds like the best science
it's like
class ever.
science Star Wars. Yes, it was. And like my teacher knows that I'm like a huge fan about it. And so I was just jumping up and down in my seat. I'm like, okay, so I just kept blabbing on and she's like, okay, we have to do this worksheet now. Are you okay, Lizzy? I'm like, yes, I'm okay.
I would like to have an English class on Star Wars and just breaking down all of the like parallels and all of the like symbolism and stuff. I think that would be pretty cool. Just analyzing everything.
That would be cool. Hold on, I have a paper. I have the paper. Hold on. I got it. Okay. It says, UC Irvine professor explains science of Star Wars. And it's actually pretty interesting. It's kind of like, I don't know. It was, okay. Am I allowed to read it?
Go ahead.
Okay, so the force, taken literally, would crush you. If you applied Newton's third law for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Then Yoda would only be able to use the force to raise the X-Wing out of the swamp in Empire Strikes Back. If an equally amazing amount of force would come crashing down on Yoda. Like that, Yoda would not. That's the way the world works, said UC Irvine physics professor Michael Dennin, who often lectures on the topic, the science of Star Wars. Dennin plans to see the new movie Star Wars Force Awakens next week. I know I'm going to enjoy it, he said. The way he's able to enjoy it is to willingly suspend what he knows about physics, because Star Wars has no physics. Lightsabers would create so much power and heat that no human would be able to hold them. There would be no explosions or fire in space because there is no oxygen. Lightsabers being made from electromagnetic plasma, they are not lasers, would get stuck together during battles. Dennin said the Star Wars films spark great debate in the science community. It's a great venue to discuss magnetism, he said. How do land rovers float above the ground without magnetic tracks beneath them? Dennin said the ground beneath any hovering vehicle must be highly concentrated with bismuth, a chemical element that is nearly as dense as lead. Bismuth would repel the magnetism from the vehicle, keeping it afloat. Are lightsabers totally unbelievable? The handle would be incredibly hot, and you could never hold it, Dennin said. Lightsabers are closed loops using rings of magnetic current. They work like swords and shields at the same time. In the real world, they make no sense. Small holes in Star Wars don't bother me, Dennin said. Is the Force possible? Our brains do generate electromagnetic signals that can control things like prosthetic arms, Dennin said, but the signals in our brains are incredibly weak. The problem with the way Star Wars movies depict the Force, combining telekinesis and telepathy, is that the power of the Force never comes back on the person creating it, Dennin said. And that's it. So I was kind of like mind blown at first. And my teacher's like, "Oh, Lizzy, are you okay?" And I was like, I think so. Can I just play with your toy lightsaber now? Because she had one. And I was like, can I? And it was Kanan's lightsaber. And I was like, that's Kanan's. And she's like, who's Kanan?
And that's when you throw
I'm like,
that's when you throw a chair at your teacher and then get suspended.
And then she says, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool if they made like it was a lightsaber, but they made it into a gun?" I'm like, Ezra did that. And I just explained the whole thing about Ezra's lightsaber to her and the class. And she and the class were like, she was telling the class, she's like, just let Lizzy talk.
Just let her. Don't even question it.
It was amazing.
Yeah, see, I was in in English. We were reading a thing, and it was about how, like, your music taste can define you. And one person was like, yeah, well, usually I can guess what kind of music somebody listens to by looking at them. And this one person was like, oh, really? What kind of music do I listen to? And the person was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, you're right. And then my teacher was like, she was like, what does Emily listen to? And he's like, Emily listens to blah, blah, blah. And she was like, okay, what about Zoe? We already know Zoe. She listens to the Star Wars soundtrack. But what else does she listen to? I don't know.
Very, very true.
Very true.
Yeah. I don't think anyone would be able to know what I listen to because I listen to like so many
I listen to like
varieties, and I'm
like
just
I listen to classical music, but I also listen to this music and this music and this music and just so much. My music taste is everything except for what I don't like. There's no way to describe it. Trying to think what else.
Rebels,
Princess on Luther,
Snoke's Jar Jar.
Snoke's Jar Jar. Yeah, Starfires.
Snoke's Jar Jar.
Well, you know what? I'm starting to think that. Good job. I'm starting to think.
I hurt myself.
I'm starting to think that the Star Wars galaxy has different laws of everything than we compared to our galaxy.
Yeah, and my teacher was talking about it, and she's like, oh, blah, 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 Star Wars, physics. And I'm like, dude, it's like in a whole other galaxy, so they probably have way better technology than us, which, as you can see, they have data pads
that
also,
are
amazing.
Like, you were saying something about, like, how, like, the brainwaves couldn't control the prosthetic arm, but, like, they're, like, maybe they're not even humans. Maybe they just look like humans. Maybe they're completely different. Like, we don't even know. We don't even know. Like, if these humans...
It's true. She got excited about BB-8, too, because she saw the movie, and she was like, yeah, I got my BB-8 bottle right here.
I got my BB-8 sweatshirt, and my BB-8 t-shirt, and my BB-8 socks, and my BB-8 stuffed thing, and my BB-8 action figure, and my BB-8 ornament. Come at me. You want to go? He's mine.
Very true.
I wish they made a BB-8 Infinity.
Yes. Star Wars is not supposed to be taken very seriously. It's pure entertainment. The moment you apply physics and real-world Star Wars science to Star Wars, falls apart.
That is true. I do feel like if you want an explanation for Star Wars, you just kind of have to go with it's the different galaxies, so they probably have different laws. That's really the only explanation you can really have.
My teacher, she was saying, my science teacher again, she was like, yeah, because one student asked, so do you like Star Trek or Star Wars better? And I looked at her, and she looks at me, and then she's like, okay, well, I'm sorry, Lizzy. Star Trek. I'm like, oh, you're making me cry. I did cry. It was terrible. A+. It was so bad.
In my 7th grade math teacher, he had a Star Trek poster hanging up. And I'm just like, all right, you got a Star Trek poster. Why don't you have a Star Wars poster? And he's like, oh, I don't like Star Wars. I just like Star Trek. And I'm just like, really? Okay. And then that was in 7th grade. That was in like November or something of 7th grade. And every single day after that, every single day of the school year, I went up to him and talked to him about Star Wars. Every single day. Just because.
Just because.
And then art class, somebody once said they like Star Wars, and they always talk about Star Wars. I'm like, yay! And then they said one time that they like Star Trek better. Just like, you like Star Trek better, huh? I don't know.
Yeah, my friends like to mess with me, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Star Trek's better." I'm like, "Have you even seen Star Wars?" And they're like, "No." I'm like, "Then how do you know? You haven't even watched it." Bullying.
And then
Meanies.
Trying to think. I had something to say. Now I forget. Thinking.
Do it for Poey.
I know, like most people, I guess. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, when I don't know what I was. What? Oh, all right.
No, Poey.
Nah. I get very annoyed with people that mix up Star Wars and Star Trek because it's not that hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it makes me mad.
We were doing. What were we doing? We had a Saber Guild, troop to do. And so we lined up and everything. It was pretty cool. It was like for a taekwondo thing or something. I don't even know. And then the guy who was announcing that we were here and stuff, he's like, and now the Star Trek group comes. I'm like, wait. I look at my dad. I'm like, did he just say? He's like, yes, he did say that. I'm sorry. And then I'm like, this is not Star Trek. Thank God they put on Star Wars music.
He had one job.
One job. Just one. You could have said Star Wars, but
at least he didn't say Stargate.
Stargate.
One time I was talking about Star Wars, and I said I was talking about Star Wars, and somebody's like, "Oh, I like Star Wars too," and they did I can't do it. I have lame hands, but they did like the Star Trek. I can't do it, but they did the Star Trek hand thing, and I'm just like, "You're joking, right?" And they're like, "What? It's a Star Wars thing." I'm like, no.
Oh, it's when you put your two fingers together. I don't know. It's like they mess with me like that too. It's just terrible. It doesn't work because physics. Physics in Star Trek and Star Wars don't work.
Well, physics and Star Trek work.
There's an emoji.
There is an emoji.
Now. There is seriously an emoji. I saw it and I'm like, why don't you have any Star Wars cool emojis besides the one in that Star Wars?
They should just take all of the emojis from the Star Wars app and put them onto a separate emoji keyboard. Because everybody would use that. Everybody needs an emoji of BB-8. It's just law. I need more BB-8.
Yes.
If episode 8, if the whole movie of episode 8 was just BB-8 just rolling around, I would watch it 3 times. I love BB-8.
Same. I'd watch you. I'd just watch it with you. Be like, yeah, there he goes.
I'd watch it and
Poey.
I'd watch it and
I squealed right
now. I'd watch it and I'd still probably cry. BB-8. How dare you?
I love you. My face hurts from laughing and smiling. Because Poey.
Well.
Don't say any puns. Just.
Yeah, speaking of BB-8,
no.
a person, not in our garrison, but in a very close neighboring garrison that we do troop with a lot, he has an amazing R2. It's like, that thing is like solid metal, and like, you could ride on it. It's insane. It's so tough. And it has like every single little button and like little knob works and does something. Then you have like this one flap, and you look in it. If you look in it, it looks like Kenny Baker's in there. So cool. It's so cool. But he's making a BB-8. His name is Jason. And he's making a BB-8. And I'm excited because I want to troop with BB-8. I want to pet BB-8 and then take him home.
Just like, come with me. My mom, she's going to be doing a Ray costume.
I want to do a Ray. Cool. I don't have long enough hair. I need a wig.
I don't either. I used to.
I need a wig.
Now, no. Yeah. I could probably like Photoshop my baby pictures that I have with my Ray hair. Just like, done. There's baby Ray / Lizzy. Yeah. Baby Ray.
No, I bet Ray has kept the same hairstyle and clothing style so that her parents would recognize her when they came back to get her.
That would make sense. And would be really sad. Even though they're not
crying again.
No.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure actually. I'm like crying laughing. It's not even funny.
I might actually do a Ray though, because like that would be good because learning to sew is important for our line of work. And I don't know how to sew. So if you learn how to sew with Ray, then you have some room for error. So it'll be good. I like Ray. I love Ray so much.
Yeah.
She's
amazing.
She is so important. And I'm going to be so sad if she's not a Skywalker. It will break my heart.
They're like, Ray, you're a Bridger. And Zoe's going to start crying.
It'll break my heart. No.
Okay, Zoe.
I'm never okay.
Oh, okay.
If you think for anything in Star Wars for too long, it just gets sad. Like, you think about, like, the prequel trilogy and, like, oh, the clones and the Jedi, just, being happy, working together, having a good time, being best friends. And then you think a little too long, and you start thinking about Order 66, and then you cry. You just cry. You just... okay.
Last night we were watching a movie before bed, my brother Axel and I, and we were just like, we were watching Revenge of the Sith. I was like, Axel, why are you doing this? And then he puts it in Spanish. She's like, because look, Spanish, they're talking weird. I'm like, what?
Good job, Axel.
And then there was French. So we also put it in... We just like putting it in random languages because it's funny.
I remember when they released a trailer for season 2 of Rebels, but they only released it in France. Or not in France, but in French. and there's like a bunch of like French bloggers and stuff that I follow, like Star Wars bloggers, and they're like, I'm refusing to translate because I want to see you all suffer. Just like, why would you do this to me? Because they didn't put any subtitles. It was just in French, and it's a whole bunch of subtitles, and they're just like,
they want me to cry again. Fighting the urge to not cry. Okay. Cool.
Princess on the thaw.
I think. No, who's Jar Jar?
So you talking about Axel reminded me. So I saw some pictures of Axel, and he rode Hyperspace Mountain.
Oh no. Oh yeah, he went to Disneyland. It was like 2 days ago.
And he
all by himself with a couple of my dad's friends. And
so does
he had fun. He came back at like 1.
What did he say about Hyperspace Mountain?
He's like, the lines are so long, but then we got fast passes. I'm like, when we first went, we didn't have fast passes. We had to wait for 3 hours. And you got fast passes, and I wasn't even there.
Have you ridden? So have you ridden Hyperspace Mountain or just Axel?
We all have. It's just that Axel went on more times.
What is it? What's it like? I'm over here in Pennsylvania.
Oh, Zoe. I'm gonna one day I'm gonna steal you from your family and just we're gonna go on at Disneyland just all day. You sneak in so we don't have to pay.
Because I know one time you're texting me and you're just like, yeah, we're gonna go Disneyland today, and I'm just like, you're going to Disneyland? Because
oh,
because you. Yeah, but you have to fly down there, or you have to drive, and the drive takes a few days. Yeah, but I don't get to go on the weekend. Like, hey, you want to go to Disney World today? Okay, let's go fly a 2-hour flight, or let's go drive for 3 days. I can't do that.
Yeah, we haven't been to Disneyland in a while, so it was fun. It's really cool. I don't know how to explain it. You go in the line, and you go in, and then you sit down at the little ride seat, and it takes you slow to inside this ginormous thing for the ride, and it's really, really dark, so you can't see anything. But then you see the lights around you, you're going to hyperspace, and then it goes. You keep going, and then drops you. And then it goes all around, and there's stars and stuff. And then there are some images of a TIE fighter coming in to shoot you. And you turn so many ways. It's
I
really
want to ride it.
It's really cool. I'm going to steal you.
I'm so worried that I'm never going to get to ride it because they only have it for the new movies. So when episode 9 comes out, I'm flying to Disneyland because I'll be old enough. And I'm going to go ride Hyperspace Mountain. I will ride that ride. It's the last thing I ever do.
You will let me in. You will. I'm positive one day you'll be able to come here with us.
I'm just on the show up at your house. We're going to Disneyland.
Right now. You'll stay at our house a couple days. It'll be cool. Axel will just be like, hey, look at my selfies.
Axel will steal my phone and take selfies.
Yes, he would.
I forget sometimes because you're just like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, we're going to Disneyland. I'm like, you're going to what?
Axel says hi. He just
Hello,
came
Axel.
and he was like, hi. And then he left.
Goodbye, Axel.
And he's gone. Goodbye, dear friend. Dear Ezra. I need baby Ezra. Oh my god. Yesterday we were having dinner at this. I don't even know what it was. I think it was like the spaghetti factory or something. Like it's called the old spaghetti factory.
We have
it's
a
not
place.
even a factory.
Because we have a place like that around here. It's called the cheese factory. The cheese factory. Something to do with cheese, and it's not even a factory. But
yeah. But Axel, like we were all wearing like normal clothes, whatever, and then you look at Axel, and he's like wearing like regular pants, Boba Fett shoes, a Darth Vader jacket with his Ezra vest on top of it, and his Ezra gloves. And then we're just like, Axel, what are you wearing? He's like, what?
A jacket with a vest on top of it.
Yeah, apparently.
Isn't that hot?
Well, it's really cold, but I don't know. I don't even know.
How cold is it?
It's like, I would say 43.
Oh, you're cold. It's like 20 degrees over here.
Oh. Okay, for us, this is normal. You had to make that line, didn't you?
That's why I asked. I could say that.
Yes, I was so fooled. Oh, sorry. Oh no,
dog.
Sorry, dog.
That's why I asked, just because I could say that. I've been when we were talking about earlier, and you said, "Oh, you're cold." I've been waiting ever since then, so I could use that, so I could ask, and now I got to do it. Thank you.
So evil. No, and then when we went in the restaurant, we were walking to our table, and this kid comes up to him, and he's like, "Hi, Darth." I'm like,
"Hi, Darth."
Oh, it was hilarious. And Axel just looks at him. He's like, "What?" And the kid's gone. Just like, what happened? It was amazing.
This isn't a story of mine, but Emily, one of my favorite Emily Rex. She's Rex, but one of my favorite stories from her is some kid wearing like Jedi stuff walked up to her, like a little kid, or he might have not even been wearing Jedi stuff, I don't know, but he walked up to her, and she's Captain Rex, and he's like, "Please don't order 66 me."
I can't function right now.
I think and I was tripping with a Pre Vizsla, and I mean everybody thought he was Jango Fett, but he was Pre Vizsla, and like some little kid was like, I don't know, he made a joke about him getting his head cut off. That's all I remember. It was really funny.
That's definitely funny.
I don't know. It was funny. I don't remember the joke. I just remember it was about like him getting his head cut off. I don't remember. Oh well.
Yeah.
This conversation went all over the place.
Yeah. It did. And I don't even know what to talk about.
When I went to see the movie for the fourth time today, and at the end when Leia is like not greeting, but saying goodbye to Rey, and she's wearing that like blue like cloak dress thing, and she has her hair. and I was watching that, and all I could think of was how Carrie Fisher said that hairstyle looked like a baboon's butt. That's all I could think of. I don't know.
I can't. Poey. Anyway, so
I don't know. In English, we had to do a project, and we had to like fill out this paper. And it was like a thing. You had to write a whole bunch of facts about a celebrity and like write a biography about them. And so originally, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do George Lucas, and I did it. And then I was almost done, and I'm just like, you know what? Carrie Fisher deserves her own biography. So I erased my entire paper and did Carrie Fisher. Yes.
Good job. I was expecting Poe.
You know,
apparently I was wrong. I was completely wrong.
I almost did him, but I decided against it. My friends decided against it for me, but I decided against it.
Somehow she did.
But like, all right, so
Poey.
When I was doing it and I went through the paper and I was just like, I was kind of scared of myself because I could have filled out that entire paper about Oscar Isaac without researching at all. And I'm just like, okay, I need to chill.
Yes. Poey.
For example,
what was that picture you sent me that just scarred me for life? That one GIF. I don't know how you. I don't even know what it was. Oscar without a shirt.
I sent you
And
a lot
I
of
was just
Oscar
like,
Isaac.
Yeah, but one had no shirt, and I was just scarred.
I don't know.
For life. Thank you, Zoe.
You're welcome.
Well.
Are you okay?
No.
Wait, what gift are you talking about? I want to see if I can find it now in our conversation.
I'll send it to you really fast.
Okay. But yeah. Yes. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I can't remember. I don't even know. What else can we talk about? Scarred.
I'm scarred.
Scarred?
Yes, I'm very scarred. Thank you, Zoe.
What?
Because of Oscar. Why do you torture me?
I don't know.
Why?
C-3PO talked to Sleeping R2.
Is it amusing
Yes.
to you?
I don't know. I did find a GIF where somebody took the Oh, I know what GIF you're talking about now. Never mind. I remember now. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, I found it. I'm trying to think. One of my favorite GIFs though, of all time, is it's someone took from one of the Indiana Jones movies, and it's Indiana Jones. Yeah, thank you, Lizzie. Indiana Jones, and it's when he's running from the boulder, and BB-8. Someone edited it
Yes.
so BB-8, and I don't know.
Oh, I thought your favorite GIF was Oscar Isaac without a shirt.
No, I was actually in that GIF. I'm looking at the beard. That's a really complex beard.
It's like Tony
Tony
Stark.
Stark beard. Yeah, I liked it. It looks cool. It's a weird beard. It rhymes. Weird beard.
He looks like he would do a good Zeus.
Yes. I'm here for this.
I don't even know.
Actually, that particular GIF is from a movie. That's from 2010 Robin Hood. he was playing the Prince dude. Prince Leopold? That doesn't sound... Hold on, I'm looking this up.
We went from Star Wars to Oscar Isaac without a shirt.
Oh no, it was King
Everyday
John.
life.
I don't know where I got Prince Leopold. I don't even know anymore.
Leopold.
No, he played Prince John. Never mind. I don't even know anymore. I'm tired.
Pat Zoe on the head. It's okay.
I don't even know.
I'm hungry for some shoe fly pie. Because it's so...
I don't know, is there anything else for us to talk about?
Snoke is right.
Snoke is Jar Jar.
It's Snoke. Oh god.
Snoke is Jar Jar.
Yep, it's canon.
I feel like if in episode 8 they could literally say Snoke is not Jar Jar, and you'll just be like, well, you know, that is a certain language for Snoke is Jar Jar, therefore it is canon. You'll find any way to make it canon.
Yep. Yep. I'll slip JJ $100. Be like, hey.
I don't think $100 is very much
word.
to JJ Abrams.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think you'll accept any other explanation. Just Snoke is Jar Jar.
Nope.
So I don't...
Yep.
I don't know what else we can really talk about. Do you have any other ideas? Things are popping. Snoke is Jar Jar.
Snoke is Jar Jar.
I never should have told you that theory. No, Snoke is Jar Jar. No. You know, what if everybody's Jar Jar? What if the ending of episode 9 is just like, oh, guess what? Misa tricked you, and everybody pulls off a mask, and they're all Jar Jar.
I would scream. I would be so terrified.
That would be terrifying. Just like, or no, what if that's how episode 8 starts? Like, Luke pulls off his face, and he's Jar Jar.
Oh my god. I wouldn't even be able to function. What happened? My brain would just exploded.
I love how I worded that. He just pulls his face off. That makes sense. Luke pulled off his face, and now he's Jar Jar.
Yeah. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Completely normal.
100% completely normal.
Yeah.
I think somebody was trying to convince me in gym. They're trying to like talk about ways that Han was still alive, and I'm just like, dude, he's dead. Like he's not, like, he got stabbed and then he fell into a pit. He's not. Yeah,
And
I mean, I don't think he's...
Yeah. There's, I don't even know. Like,
Yeah, because
flashbacks.
Harrison
would be
Ford
cool,
is signed
but
on to episode 8, so we'll probably get flashbacks or like fourth visions or something. But yeah. Did you
Yeah.
see? Okay, somebody tweeted at Mark Hamill, and they're like, "What was your reaction when you got the script to episode 7 and found out that you had no lines?" And Mark Hamill was like, "I was speechless." I thought that was a pretty good joke. I mean,
I can't even.
I sent you a link to something so we can have an extensive conversation about this.
What is it?
Yes.
Is it Snoke's Jar Jar?
No, it's not Poey.
Or is it Poey?
I'm sure. Open the link.
Here I will seek to establish that Jar Jar Binks, far from being simply the bumbling idiot he portrays himself as, is in fact a highly skilled Force user in terms of martial ability and mind control.
The Snoke is Jar Jar theory came from. This is where it all started.
Furthermore, I assert that he is not, as many people assume, just an unwitting political tool manipulated by Palpatine. Rather, he and Palpatine were likely in collaboration from the very beginning, and it's entirely possible that Palpatine was subordinate under the two beings throughout.
We don't have to read the whole thing, just kind of go over it. So, first one, let's establish that Jar Jar is a skilled warrior.
Jar Jar is skilled. There are Jedi, Sith, or at least Force sensitives. He also manages to convince us that he's a bumbling oaf in the midst of pitched battle, even though he's always incredibly, amazingly successful, which is true because just somehow he messes up.
Exactly, that's what this is saying. And it's saying how his fighting style, air quotes for people that can't see, fighting style is very close to this one I don't even know what I'm saying. Fighting style called Z Quan or Zu Quan, or I'm going to type it. No.
Poey.
Or it's called Drunken Fist Wushu. And so, but it's like that's how Jar Jar
others too.
That's like how Jar Jar fights. So he's doing it on purpose.
If you slow down you
have to click on links and stuff. But
okay.
So somebody else is saying that Jar Jar is still super sneaky and stealthy. And then
watching all the GIFs.
So
sorry.
There's just a lot here. A lot here. But it ends with Jar Jar Binks has undoubtedly become the face of everything that is wrong with the prequels. He was too silly, too unbelievable, seemingly pointless. If you are able to somehow change the nature of Jar Jar from embarrassing idiot to jaw-dropping villain, suddenly the entire prequel trilogy must be seen in a new light, because it becomes the setup for the most astounding reveal in film history. Jar Jar Binks is Supreme Leader Snoke. And then all of the comments. So the title of the Phantom Menace refers to Jar Jar, that he was the real menace all along. All of this.
All this evidence. Do you see this evidence that Snoke
I'm going
is
to
Jar
type
Jar?
the link for anybody
Does
that is
anyone
interested.
see this?
Dun, 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 dun. It's on Reddit, so like anything else on Reddit, tread carefully because it's Reddit. Not
Sloshing. What's sloshing? Just. I'm like doing my research right now.
You're going to write a novel on why Snoke is Jar Jar. There we go. There's the link. So anybody interested, click on the link and you can see why Snoke is Jar Jar. That's how to become best friends with Lizzy. Just be like you're just like, so do you like Star Wars? Snoke is Jar Jar. Yep. You're my best friend now. This is how it works.
Yes. I asked my friends because since they watched Force Awakens, but they haven't watched any other ones.
What kind of lives have they been leaving?
I know. Somehow. Leading? I don't know. So I was like, so do you think Snoke is Jar Jar? And they're like, who's Jar Jar?
No, you see, this is when you go, and they're like, who's Jar Jar? And you're like, oh, Jar Jar is Supreme Leader Snoke. And you tell them the whole theory. And then when they actually do watch the prequels, they'll understand. And you'll be brainwashing them.
Yep. And Jar Jar centering himself to do a Force jump. You know, in Star Wars Legos, like the game one,
I get so annoyed with that because I'm just like,
really high.
These Jedi can't do a Force jump up there, but Jar Jar here.
Somehow, Jar Jar can.
Like, you guys have the
but
Force.
None of you guys can.
Duh! That's not how the Force works. Just had to say that.
Yep. I'm still doing my research.
Look for it. All right. Next month, start looking into stores. Why Snoke is Jar Jar by Lizzy Perales. It'll be like a.
Yep. Jar Jar.
It'll be like
his way towards.
It'll be as thick as like 8 dictionaries. But I don't.
Oh, that makes so much sense. I'm sorry.
But,
I'm just like reading
I don't even think that I don't think that the what's it called? That Reddit thing, I don't think that even includes the Clone Wars. There's so much stuff in the Clone Wars. Like
when he was like doing tricks with the silverware and the plates and everything.
Or when he had a girlfriend in the one episode. Jedi mind tricks.
Somehow he did. I'm not sure how, but he did.
See, it's all coming.
Huh?
It's all coming together now.
Jar Jar.
After reading the series, you'll never be able to watch Phantom Menace the same.
Jar Jar. Yep. Jar Jar using Force persuasion as he hand waves the entire galactic.
There's like a video computation somewhere, and it's videos of Jar Jar mouthing what people are saying as they're saying it. Like when Padme is talking to little Anakin.
That's weird.
And he's like mouthing what she's saying as she's saying it. Like he's telling her what to say. I think everything that has happened in Star Wars has been part of Jar Jar's big plan.
Behind the scene. Oh my god. Okay. Behind the scenes TFA footage, and it shows in certain places Gungans.
Are you okay, Lizzy?
No. I'm
You're
in my world right now. Gungan. And then a pit droid. I'm in heaven right now.
You said TFA footage. Did you mean TPM footage? Or was that
TFA.
Really?
Yeah, it says behind the scenes TFA footage on the very bottom. Jar Jar. I love this sentence. If you are able to somehow change the nature of Jar Jar from suddenly, the entire prequel trilogy must be seen in the new light because it becomes the setup for the most astounding reveal in film history. Jar Jar Binks is Supreme Leader Snoke. Favorite sentence.
I think you're convinced.
Yep.
Just a little convinced.
Just a little. There are messages on the bottom, and it's like, oh man, I'm starting to believe. And then there's another one, and then he's like, I remember on the Plinkett review for TPM, one of the things he wanted about was how stupid the title was. What is the Phantom Menace that's lurking in the background the whole time? It's not Maul. It's not Palpatine. It's sure not the Trade Federation. So then, what was the title alluding to? This would make so much sense. See, I'm lost. Like, can't you just admit that he's Snoke and not just give me a bunch of stuff where it's like, oh, blah, 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 titled. No, it's Snoke is Jar Jar. Just say it, and then I'll be happy with you. Are you playing with Phasma?
No.
You're, like, rearranging her cape and everything.
Yeah. Because her hand isn't right. It's too far back, and it's bothering me. It has to be on her blaster, but her blaster has to be on the holster. And then this hand has to be positioned just right, or her cape doesn't sit correctly. And then she has to turn her head. It's not turning. So I'm gonna break it.
Okay. Except at Qui-Gon's funeral, Yoda and Windu have this exchange, and the film cuts Palpatine. Nevertheless, who is standing just out of frame in front of Palpatine in this shot, and right next to the new Chancellor? None other than Supreme Leader Snoke. I am having so much fun. Coincidence? Edit, and the next in line after Jar Jar R2-D2. Robot Chicken figured it out. Jar Jar Dark Lord. Oh god. George Lucas co-wrote this, by the way. What? I don't understand.
No!
What are you doing?
I was trying to get Sabine to sit on Phasma's shoulder, but her pistol fell out.
Yeah. Why are you doing this to Sabine?
Sabine is our friend. Ah, her knees don't bend. This will be so much easier. There we go. And then...
This looks so weird. Are you going to put Ezra on it now?
No, I don't have Ezra, but I have Kanan. Kanan's legs don't bend because of the stupid holster. Kanan, you ruin everything.
Kanan's not stupid.
Holster is.
Oh god. He looks so funny.
This bends fine, but this doesn't cooperate. Kanan, you ruin everything.
Rude.
Vader understands.
Vader understands. Vader's like, no holsters, because I need to bend my legs to sit on Phasma, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I have nothing else to say about Snoke's Jar Jar.
You have a lot to say. You just don't know. You just don't know it yet.
Oh. Why are you putting a stormtrooper on his head?
On her head.
Oh, sorry.
You said his head. How dare you?
His is general. No, I don't know.
No!
What? Sabine and everyone fell off except for Vader. What are you doing? Poey, why? Kawaii. Just one word for it. Kawaii. And Stormtrooper. Yes.
I don't want him to fall again. That one.
Too bad. I'm going to do it, you know. I'm going to, draw Kylo Ren as a cat. And it's going to be so adorable. And he's going to be on top of Vader's helmet. Being all cute. And then I'm going to draw another picture with Zoe. And me. And Poe. It's going to be amazing.
If Kylo Ren was a cat, he would use Vader's ashes as a litter box.
Oh, that's nasty.
He already has that stuff he puts his helmet in, and I'm guessing that's Vader's ashes. So,
that would be rude. That would
Kylo
be messed up to do. You made them fit. Stormtrooper, don't fall down. Don't fall off the bed. You just knocked them all over.
Phasma was annoyed.
38 people.
38 people just watched me play with my
39
people.
Yeah.
Well. Hello.
Kind of stinks because I have nothing to talk about anymore except Snoke's Jar Jar.
Snoke's Jar Jar. There's something in here. Oh, never mind.
Sabine pops up. He's like, hi. She. I don't know. And there she is.
Hello. How about Rey understanding? Rey speaks.
Rey
Wookiee.
Chewie.
Stay on target. Yeah, thank you actually for making us stay on target. Rey understanding Chewie.
That would be interesting.
I didn't even notice that.
No, it reminds me, because me and my grandma, she speaks Spanish more. So sometimes I have no clue what she's talking about. And I'm just like, oh, I feel bad for Rey, because it's Wookiee. And me, it's just Spanish. Rey, it's even harder.
Yeah, with Spanish, you can pick out a few words and maybe get the basic idea. With Wookiee, is just sounds. I like that Wookiee.
Yep.
It's not common for but do you know who knows? Who I can English today? Yeah, Sabine knows. That's what I was gonna say. Who knows?
Too bad I said it.
Who knows?
Only Han and Yoda ever understood Wookiees. Sabine. Hopefully Maz. She's just...
Yeah, Maz...
Or she's just like, no, I love when you roar and how I don't understand you whatsoever.
Maz can probably speak Wookiee. She's old. She's had enough time to speak all the languages. Mm-hmm. I missed that episode. That was the, Rey.
Remember that one episode where it's all the young, it's like young in Clone Wars, the younglings.
Yeah.
With it's
a
little Wookiee
and Gunji.
And Gunji, yeah. Who's the one that understood him?
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
It was Gnodi.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah, the Rhodian girl, Gnodi.
Mm-hmm.
There were no Jakku. That's true. But in Ray's journal, she talks about people that visit Jakku and stuff. So
maybe
when she was flying around with Uncle Han.
Uncle Han.
Yeah, because Luke.
Because Ray Skywalker. What are you doing, Zoe?
I'm playing with the Star Wars app. They need BB-8 sound effects on this.
He says, and in the comics, Wookiees tend to stay on their planet. Well, true, but remember in the comic with your character, just did remember, what? Have you read the last comic?
Who? Oh, the Chewbacca comic? No.
Yeah,
I have not.
I can't say anything. Yeah. Never mind. You don't know anything.
I don't.
You can't know.
I can't.
Until you read it.
Yeah. With Zorro.
Zorro. Her just understanding Chewie, I think, means something.
Well, yeah.
41 people.
41 people. I literally just saw the movie like an hour ago, like right before we started the podcast, and I cannot remember. Like, did she ever like actually understand Chewie? Like, did they ever actually talk and she actually understood him? Did we ever?
Apparently, Riesel 1-1 is our father. Nope, wait, JK.
JK. Yes. All right. So yes, she did. I have a terrible memory.
I do too.
I guess it does mean something. I don't know. In her journal, it says, all right, so in the beginning, she's talking to BB-8, and then I have a normal conversation. Well, when in her journal, it says she didn't really understand George speak. She just kind of went with what he was saying. Like, she only half understood it. So maybe, like, I don't know. I have no idea. That is a very good question, and I do not know the answer.
I wish we did. That would be cool. I mean, we can make theories all we want, like, but one true theory is Snoke is Jar Jar.
There we go.
Most younger generations in Star Wars understand droids.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's generally true.
What about Jar Jar?
Oh,
question mark.
He didn't understand you. Snoke is Jar Jar.
Snoke is Jar Jar. Jar Jar.
Well, what if Hera?
That'd be great.
Snoke?
No, my dad was telling me, he's like, well, what did he say? He said something, and I was just like, no. Stay on target says no.
No. What if we've all been blindsided and Chopper is Snoke? Chopper. Get to the chopper. No. Chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Chopper. Ah, I dropped it. But you know what? What if Snoke is a Jawa?
42 people. Stay on target says Kanan. plus Hera equals Chimera. Chimera. It sounds like there's a restaurant where I live. It's called Panera.
Yeah, I know.
So when I look at it, I'm just like Panera.
Canera.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. What if...
I was oh God, I don't remember. I know you're gonna hate me, Zoe.
Oh, no.
But hold on. Hear me out. What is
It's
that?
an Ewok that I made in like 4th grade out of paper. An Ewok.
That's amazing. No. Okay. I ship Sabine and Ezra.
But Ezra's your brother.
No, okay. In the Star Wars world, it's canon, but in the real life world, that's no. But it's okay.
No.
Like
No.
I don't know.
No.
Zoe.
No. I did not type that. Well.
Cricket.
Well.
Snoke's Jar Jar.
That's your superhero catchphrase. Snoke's Jar Jar.
I'm just like slapping myself because.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
43 people.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
Why?
It's a trap. 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 It's a trap.
Stop. Have you heard that Star Wars Rebels remix?
Which one?
It's a trap.
Stop.
It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap.
There's one. I probably have it.
Huh? You want the
It's not gonna play so well
or the
though.
really bad news?
What?
Huh? You want the bad news or the really bad news?
Both.
It's Ahsoka. No, I don't know. I'm just playing stuff.
May the force be with you. You're shorter than I expected.
I think I have heard this.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard this.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't like this version because it doesn't have Chopper in it, but yeah.
Did you see or read or hear or whatever that Freddie Prinze Jr. I don't know how to pronounce things. But Kanan said that in upcoming episodes we're going to see Ahsoka and Vader interact. And I'm terrified.
Zoe, it's okay.
No, it's not.
Mentally hugs you again.
Dave Filoni is a terrible person, and I don't trust him with the fate of Ahsoka. He's going to hurt her. Just leave her alone.
Somehow. Oh God.
Dave Filoni enjoys causing pain.
Aw.
And I don't trust him. Get away from my Ahsoka. Just put her in a padded room.
Everyone dies, Zoe. Everyone.
Except for Ahsoka. She's okay.
Is she immortal?
Yes.
Okay.
Ahsoka is Maz. That's my theory.
I'm speechless.
That's my theory. Ahsoka
My theory is Snoke is Jar Jar.
Yes, you've stated this many times.
No, I didn't. I totally
You had a
didn't.
very long.
Not enough times because everyone doesn't believe me. No one
I
believes.
believe you.
Snoke is Jar Jar.
Snoke is Jar Jar.
Yep. I need to tell my friend not to listen to our podcast because she hasn't listened. She hasn't watched Force Awakens. So I'm gonna be like, no, just watch Force Awakens, and then you could listen to our podcast. Okay?
And then we can convince you of Snoke being Jar Jar.
Yep.
Snoke is Jar Jar.
Oh God. That moment when you open up your data pad and it's like so bright, it blinds you.
Blinding.
Oh, data pads. Princess on Lothal.
It's Leia! Leia's gonna be in Rebels! Leia's gonna be on Rebels! So excited.
I was thinking it would be something like, I wanted it to be Sabine related, but now I'm just like, it's probably not.
I don't think Sabine's a princess.
No, I wasn't thinking like it that way. I was thinking, like not really princess, just like you're a girl. I don't know.
It's Leia. Leia's a princess. Did I tell you about Hera being doomed?
Yes, you did.
So,
she's fine. It's okay.
Basically, there's this.
No, she's okay. Calm.
I can't find the clip, but I watched this trailer thing, and it's Sabine and Hera, and they're both in their own little ships, and they're flying around, and they're being chased by a bunch of Mandalorians in their little ships. And like they're flying around, and Hera is like, Sabine, just go. She's like, and Sabine's like, I'm not leaving you. And Hera's like, I'll be right behind you. Lizzy!
It's okay.
No, it's not. Dave Filoni's in charge.
Everything will be okay.
No.
It's
Dave
okay.
Filoni wants us to suffer.
What if they caught Hera and like they tortured her?
No.
I'm not gonna. Okay, I shouldn't have said that. No. It's gonna be okay.
No, it's not.
If she said it's okay, then she keeps her word. Unlike Kanan.
Kanan said it was gonna be okay. Depa Billaba said it was gonna be okay. I don't know.
It's Hera. She'll be okay. It's okay.
It's very distressing because I don't know, and I don't want to know, but I do want to know. I don't know. I sent you.
It's okay.
I sent you a picture.
What?
And it's not Poey. It's Snoke is Jar Jar. It's not Poey.
Yes. You read Dark Disciple, right?
No, but I know what happened.
What?
It was spoiled.
Oh my god, did you just send me this?
Yes.
I'm just like zooming up on Jar Jar's face right now, just like, why, Jar Jar? Why? Why? happened? What did I do wrong? I'm just gonna give up while I'm ahead.
So, the conclusion for life is Snoke is Jar Jar.
Yep.
I guess another thing we could talk about is what we're looking forward to in 44 people, 2016 for Star Wars. So I'm looking forward to Rebels and Rogue One, and then Episode 8 is in 17. But I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to Snoke as Jar Jar.
Maybe.
Which is tied into everything, so I'm excited about everything.
Maybe in Rogue One they'll send an Inquisitor after them, and the Inquisitor will be Jar Jar.
No, you got it wrong. Snoke is Jar Jar.
No,
He's not an Inquisitor.
The Inquisitor then later goes on to become Snoke.
Yeah.
Or maybe in Rogue One or you know what? Maybe in Episode 8. Alright, so, you know how in New Hope, you're led to believe that Vader is, like, top of the chain? Like, he's the guy in charge? But then in Episode 5, you find out that somebody's in charge of him. Well, maybe they'll be repeating that, and you'll find out that Jar Jar is in charge of Snoke.
You blew my mind.
Because there's already parallels in this movie to New Hope. We have a wanted droid with we have somebody in stormtrooper armor rescuing somebody who's a rebel who was captured. We have giant weapon that blows up planets. We have stuff. So I think that maybe they're going to be doing a similar thing in Episode 8. We're going to find out that Snoke is Jar Jar. Or that Jar Jar is in charge of Snoke.
Either one I'm fine, as long as Jar Jar is evil. You know?
Evil Jar Jar.
I feel like somehow you're going to make a pun out of Jar Jar.
I've been trying to make a pun out of Jar Jar the entire time, and I can't think of one. It's very frustrating.
The struggles are real.
Alright, you know what? My friend is really good with puns. I'm going to text her and ask her about puns for Jar Jar.
Oh no. I fell through that one, didn't I?
Jar Jar Binks. Something. There has to be something. I can't think of anything.
Just something. Jar Jar Pickles, you know, whatever. I don't know.
Jar Jar Pickles. Jar Jar Binks is pushing Ben to the brink. That was lame.
Why do you do this?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. There has to be something. So, now we are discovering that Jar Jar has been the evil source behind the entirety of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Jar Jar is Boba Fett.
Stop. Stop it. Bad Zoe. Poey. Poey.
Can't see me, but
Poey.
Boba Fett is blocking you.
Poey. I could tell you're going to be, like, totally red. Yep, there you go.
You're so mean to me. You know, C-3PO used to talk to a shutdown R2, and he would have conversations with him. The best part, though, is that one of the first things R2 did when he woke up is insult C-3PO. Because C-3PO was like, "What did you just call me?" Like, that's one of the first things R2 said was insulting C-3PO.
Yeah. Because that's what you do with a friend.
Mm-hmm. Friendship goals.
Right, Poey? You're trying to ignore me about Poey.
I'm trying.
You can't.
I'm trying.
You can't. No, you can't.
Look into the face of Supreme Leader Snoke.
It's amazing. Beautiful eyes.
The eyes of a true Sith Lord.
What does it say for Jar Jar?
Let's see. Well, there's a quote, Qui-Gon Jinn to Jar Jar Binks, "You almost got us killed. Are you brainless?" And then...
No, he's not.
Affiliation, Old Republic Senate, Homeworld Naboo, height 1.96 meters, weapons Gungan at... How do you pronounce that? Oh my goodness.
What is it?
It's ATL.
Atilitil?
Atilitil? I don't know.
Atlatal?
And Festa.
I don't know.
Well-meaning, is he really well-meaning, but clumsy, Jar Jar Binks went from disgraced outcast to the Republic senatorial representative almost overnight. He did this overnight through Jedi mind tricks. It was not an obvious trajectory for the young Gungan, who began his life in the underwater city of Oto Gunga, orphaned when his parents' habitat bubble was destroyed by a marauding sea monster, which is what made him go dark side. Despite many chances to prove himself, Jar Jar's general ineptitude always ended up causing harm to those around him. He did it on purpose. Eventually, Boss Nass, the leader of the Gungan High Council, had enough of Jar Jar and exiled him. It was while foraging for food that Jar Jar first encountered Jedi Knights Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, who would change the course of his life. Well, really? Did he encounter them, or did they encounter him? We'll never know. After Qui-Gon saved Jar Jar from being crushed by a Trade Federation vehicle, the Gungan pledged his life to the Jedi, helping to arrange transportation for the Knights to Theed, where they hoped to rescue the Queen of Naboo. Afterward, he fled with them and was part of the group that landed on Tatooine and met Anakin Skywalker, the slave boy in which Qui-Gon Jinn had such faith. Later, Jar Jar returned to Naboo with Queen Amidala to seek aid from the Gungan Grand Army. He was instrumental. He was important in brokering an alliance between Boss Nass and Queen Amidala. Since the Gungans had always lived separately from the humans on Naboo, Jar Jar helped convince Boss Nass that an alliance between their peoples would stop the Trade Federation from taking control of their planet, which threatened all of them. And there's a picture of Jar Jar riding a thing. Boss Nass eventually made Jar Jar a general in the Gungan army during the Battle of Naboo. Later, he helped lead the Gungan forces to victory in an explosive ground battle against the droid army. It was partly due to his, in air quotes, heroics in the Battle of Naboo that Jar Jar was appointed by Amidala, now serving as a senator, to be her personal representative in the Senate while she traveled to Naboo. Appointed, or did he mind trick her into doing it?
Both. No, I don't know.
When the Separatist plans were revealed, Jar Jar's naivety and good intentions, doesn't have good intentions,
Liar.
unwittingly led him to raise a motion to grant Supreme Chancellor Palpatine, whose true identity was not yet known, emergency powers and control over the Republic Army. This, unfortunately, cemented the Chancellor's position as head of the Republic, paving the way for his eventual rise to empire.
It's a mouthful.
Yes. That was a lot. And then
We got 46 people.
46 people.
Yeah.
I see you're having fun by telling everybody that Snoke is Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Basically.
Snoke is Jar Jar. Yeah.
I have nothing else to say.
I don't know. I don't really have much else to say either. So, thank you to everybody for listening.
Yep. And listening to my Snoke is Jar Jar theory. Because Snoke is Jar
I
Jar.
never should have introduced you to that. But thank you for listening. This is Star Wars Geek Girl. You can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, or StarWarsGeekGirl.com, which is the easiest, I guess. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.
Adios.
Adios. How do I turn this off? This is our first time using this, so do I just click the X?
Yeah.